So this story is crazy because it involves Kim Kardashian using a sound I made and a record label flying me all the way out to LA to meet with Key Glock. But let's rewind. Also, this week is New York Fashion Week. I actually have a vague understanding of what that even means, but we're headed to Soho because I think a lot of things are going on over there to go see the vibes while I tell you guys about this story. So I created one of the biggest trends on TikTok. It's called So You're an Artist.
You're an artist.
It has over 200,000 people that have used it so far. But I want to take you guys back to when I first got a taste of being able to make trends. Back in March of 2021, I made this at-home commercial. I'm not even the first person to make something like an at-home commercial video, but I did it for Travis Scott's drink, Cacti. So within minutes of me posting that video on Twitter, Travis Scott saw it, he shared it, and the video hit like 1 million views now. See, but the crazy part about this story that no one really noticed but me was that after I had come out with my at-home commercial and Travis shared it, a lot of other photographers and videographers started coming out with their own at-home commercials, and Travis started sharing those, and it became like this thing that everyone was creating these commercials at home, trying to hop on this trend of making at-home commercials for Cacti. So that was the first time I kind of experienced my ability to make a trend happen. What I noticed as well is that even when I was posting other videos on TikTok, I would do trends in my own way. And I noticed that photographers and artists would kind of make their own versions of the way I did the trend. So after kind of seeing all this, I realized that, I'm actually kind of good at making these trends happen. So why don't I just try to make my own? And then one day I came across this sound.
Oh, so you're an artist. Yeah. Are you good at it?
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
So when I came across that video, I was like, you know what, this is cool and all, but I think it could be a lot better. And I didn't even have to look. As soon as I heard this sound, it just clicked with me, because I listen to music all the time, that I should mix this with the lyrics, "Bitch, I'm in my bag," that Key Glock says in his song, Ambition for Cash. So not too long after that, I mixed up the sounds, and then I filmed the trend and I posted it.
You're an artist.
And now a lot of people ask me, did I know that this trend was gonna blow up? And the answer is yes, I actually did, because I mean, even if you look at the video that I posted, it says that I just create the next big sound on TikTok, which is exactly what I did. So after I had posted the original video of the trend, a lot of people started hopping on. Since I have a lot of my friends are artists, a lot of my friends are creatives, so they all started hopping on this trend. Now, slowly over time, people started hopping on the trend, like people that follow them, but it really didn't start gaining traction for like months. It was just like slowly picking up. But then it reached like this point around, I want to say the spring, where it really went crazy. Like it was getting exponential growth. Like people were making thousands and thousands of videos to the song every single day. It was growing like faster than ever. And it was this really weird time period, because for like maybe 2 months straight, I would get a message every week about a new celebrity that hopped on the trend. People were like, 2 Chainz just did it. People were like, Lizzo just did it. Livy just did it. All these different people. And then one day I got a message that Kim Kardashian hopped on the trend. I'm about to just like set this right here and see if I can use this as a tripod. Okay, this works. So when I realized that Kim Kardashian had hopped on the trend, it really hit me in the face that this thing became a lot bigger than I thought it would be. So Kim Kardashian hopping on the trend was extra special, because Kim Kardashian prior to this actually did not have a TikTok account. The first video she made on TikTok was using the sound I created. So when Kim Kardashian actually hopped on the trend, I started to see blog posts about how Kim Kardashian was using Key Glock's song, and that was her first video on TikTok. And I thought, this is super interesting. And then I started looking at what happened to the streams of the song Ambition for Cash while this trend was blowing up. And just as I had thought, Ambition for Cash's streams, when you overlay the charts with the trend, they match up pretty much perfectly. As more and more people were using the TikTok trend and that was gaining virality, Ambition for Cash was getting more and more streams. I actually decided to take this a step further, and I also looked into Google Trends, and I looked at people searching "Bitch, I'm in my bag." And even when you overlay that with the song, when you overlay that with the trend, it all matches up. Up until this point, no label, no artist, nobody had really contacted me about this, but I decided to go ahead and make a tweet about how I created this trend on TikTok and it resulted in all this crazy momentum for this song, Ambition for Cash. The song is gold, Kim Kardashian used it, I told them everything. And then shortly after the tweet, I actually got a DM from the creative director of Empire. So shortly after this DM, me and this guy from this record label hop on the phone, and he's just like, yo, thank you so much for making the song go crazy with the trend. He really showed love. And then after that, he was like, yo, what are you doing Friday? We would love for you to come to LA and meet Key Glock after his show in LA. Now, of course, my answer was gonna be yes, let's book the freaking flight. But the problem was I actually had a flight to DC on that Friday because I was gonna go on vacation with my friends to Turks and Caicos the day after. So I had to tell this guy like, yo, like, might have to let you know about this. And then I was just researching flights. I was trying to make it work where I could go to LA on Friday and then make it back in time for my flight on Saturday in DC, but it like just wasn't working out. But then I realized, wait, let me just ask if this guy can book my ticket from Dallas to LA and then LA to Turks and Caicos. And I asked, and he was like, sure.
Gotta get in the story. What up? New York.
New York, New York. Bro, whenever somebody pulls up and says something, like I lose my train of thought. So I asked this guy from the record label, I'm like, yo, I would love to come to LA, but I can't really come because I have this other flight. So I could make it work if you guys just booked my flight from Dallas to LA and then booked my flight from LA to Turks and Caicos. So at first I, of course, was a little bit worried because I was like, these guys are probably gonna be like, who does this kid think he is asking us to book him a ticket from LA to Turks and Caicos for vacation? But I asked and they were like, okay, sure, we can make that happen. So then a few days after that, I flew out to LA, I went to the show, and I even got to see Ambition for Cash perform live, which was absolutely insane. And after the show, I got to meet with Key Glock. You know, like, you see now how many people he's on? 100, over like 106. Kim Kardashian popped out with it.
I heard.
Her first
You the reason.
but we gotta go crazy. I want it to go platinum.
It's going platinum. You gotta
We
worry.
gotta
It's
go
going.
crazy. Thank you guys for having me out here, though. That's love and respect for us.
You show love back.
We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Key Glock showed mad love and respect. Like, he was so nice. He actually was like asking me about how I came up with the idea for the trend, and we had this dope conversation, as you guys just saw, about him just showing love and being like, yo, like, thank you for creating the trend and everything. I just thought that this was really cool because there are so many creators that create trends on TikTok every single day for all of these different artists, and they get all these different artists' songs popping, but they never really receive any sort of acknowledgement or recognition or like the artist saying, yo, thank you for doing that. And Key Glock actually did do that. So like, that was just really amazing. I think more artists should do that for creators, and there should be like more collaboration between the two. So anyway, after meeting up with Key Glock at the show, I actually had to head out because I had a flight that I had to catch that was going overnight from LA to Miami. And then as soon as I landed in Miami, I had a flight straight to Turks and Caicos, where I was just hanging out with my friends. But while I'm chilling with my friends in Turks and Caicos, I'm scrolling Instagram and I come across this post where I'm in it on Hollywood Unlocked, and it says Key Glock meets with the creator of his viral TikTok trend or something like that. And I noticed that I'm on all these blogs, all these articles, How to Do Hip Hop, all these places are posting about how me and Key Glock met up. And it's just crazy to me how all of this happened because of one idea that I had one day, and I just decided that I would execute this idea. And it blew up into something that I never really imagined it would be. And kind of flipping the whole thing, I decided to start a series called So You're an Artist, based on the trend, of course, where I interview up-and-coming artists and film a video of them on my YouTube channel. So definitely go ahead and check that out. I put a lot of time and effort into those videos, so I would greatly appreciate it if you guys went and checked those out. So that is pretty much the entire story of how I started one of the biggest trends on the internet. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video.